I find the book of Joshua to be just a fascinating portion of Scripture. Because here in the book of Joshua, we have that time when Israel is now going through a leadership change. Moses, the Scripture says, Moses, thy servant, is dead. And here was this man by the name of Joshua. And he had served under Moses and had been in a position of prominence among the tribe, but now he's to lead the people. And they're at a very critical juncture in their trek into the promised land. It's time to cross over the Jordan River into this land that God had said it's a land flowing with milk and honey, a place where God had said that the people would settle and dwell. But you have a new leader, and that's always a difficult time in any situation. When a church changes pastors, especially when you have a church that's had a pastor that's been there for a long, long time. And for a new person to come in and for the people to accept that individual and for that individual to be able to get to know the congregation, it's a very difficult time. And this time of transition, because oftentimes it needs to be a time of change. Oftentimes, churches fall behind in areas of responsibility, and then a new leader will come in and be visionary and try to lead the congregation in a different direction. And often, there's much resistance to that. And I know in church growth seminars, and I've been to a lot of them, talks about the different roles of a pastor. And it's quite extensive. And when you think about it, all of the responsibilities that a pastor has to lead a congregation, whether he has staff or he does not have staff, and both of those situations raises up a whole new area of problems and things to be dealt with. And then you think about how to delegate, to have people who will take responsibilities and follow through on them so we can take this off of the pastor. And the expectations of most churches is really amazing of what they expect the pastor to be. And every pastor is different, all unique, have different gifts and abilities, and a lot of times this particular pastor just may not fit in the role that they would be asked to carry, and many times people just don't understand that. I remember reading about a particular church denomination, and it was learned that they were the best at retaining pastors over long periods of time. And so it's a question, what is the reason for your success? And the answer was this. They said, when we have a pastor comes into our church, we try to figure out what his giftings are. We let him do that, and then we pick up the slack. And I like that response. I think it's something for us to consider, because it's important in this day and age that we have leaders who really know how to lead. This is Pastor Jack King with the gospel on the radio broadcast.